This is Mujib from North Country Kettlebells. Today I'm going to talk about the concept of kettlebell training for laborers and how to apply these concepts to a physically rigorous professional lifestyle. Now, two of the primary benefits of kettlebell training is that one, it instills a core muscle engagement sequence that activates prior to dealing with a heavy load or a physical effort. And two, that it encourages a level of postural and structural stability that is reinforced when applied to heavier loads or activities. And so these two reasons are perfect for somebody who's going to be dealing with odd objects throughout the day, or increasing loads, or having to deal with the accumulation of physical exertion over a week. So how do we take care of our bodies? How do we strengthen our bodies? And how do we assess our bodies prior to engaging with these physical exertions? So let's take a moment and talk about how to apply kettlebell training to labor-based jobs and physically rigorous professions. So when I start thinking about kettlebell training for laborers and applying these techniques to people that have physically rigorous jobs, it makes me think of how the principles of core muscle engagement, structural integrity, structural alignment might apply to a number of different activities, right? So any type of labor-based activity, whether it's crouching and stooping, or it's trying to deal with pulling heavy things up from a height, or to putting something heavy up at a height, right? There's going to be a lot of different labor-based activities that are going to come to mind. At the bare minimum, a strong understanding of the full range of motion at each joint is going to be highly beneficial to people that are dealing with this type of profession. Knowing how to self-assess by using a joint mobility practice as a treatment practice or a preparation practice can really have a very big positive impact on the body and the overall upkeep. And this is going to apply to those that are swinging hammers all day, but it's also going to apply to people that are moving baggage or dealing with packages or running mail or dealing with childcare. And thinking about all of these professions, each one of them is going to require going into some compromised position with a load or a weight that's going to challenge overall strength and muscular ability. And that challenge is going to come at the same time that we're going to need to maintain operational focus and proficiency. So if I'm holding something heavy up and I'm holding that heavy thing up there for a long period of time, that's going to require that not only am I able to hold that there for long periods of time, but I'm still able to do the work that I need to do once my body is being taxed out and challenged. So now, if I look at something like a kettlebell hand switch with a level 2 kettlebell, and I find comfort in that movement, and I find consistency in that movement, or I look at something like a level 3 kettlebell push press, and I find, again, comfort and proficiency and confidence in that movement, then my mental and physical ability to deal with real-world physical challenges is that much more positively impacted, right? So if I can take 50 pounds and put it over my head 5 or 6 times without really thinking too much else of that, then my ability to deal with a 25-pound thing in my workday is going to be positively impacted, and I'm probably going to have more confidence with that practice. And my daily joint mobility and air squat routine is definitely going to pay off when it comes time to unload that truck or to carry that load from one place to another. This is really because progressive kettlebell training is a practice that becomes ingrained in the muscle memory and continues to encourage core muscle engagement and structural stability well beyond the workout space, which in turn keeps me safer when I find myself in compromising positions. The added benefit here is that this feedback loop allows me to see success within what I'm doing and allows me to see a deeper benefit for the practice that I'm involved in, which then encourages me to go deeper in establishing it as a regular personal upkeep routine, as well as a physical practice that continues to encourage my personal empowerment. And so for me, I see the truest value in kettlebell training and implementing kettlebell training into a labor-based profession or a rigorous lifestyle as is really just a way to continue to let our bodies know exactly where we are in time and space, exactly how we're feeling at this time, and exactly how to apply the way that we're feeling to the things and the tasks that we're going to be asked to perform throughout our daily lives. So there you have it. applying kettlebell training to labor-based jobs and physically rigorous professions. As far as its convenience and versatility, the kettlebell really does become the perfect tool for a working person to improve and maintain their overall physicality and physical health. Kettlebell training has always been used as a simple method for physical upkeep and overall physical assessment. Now, when you couple that with joint mobility and the idea of lubricating and warming up the joints, and also recovering and adding some sustenance back to the joints after a long day of effort, you're gonna have an awesome combination for assessing and for keeping up all physicality and staying on top of any injury or chronic pain that you might deal with. You can learn more about applying kettlebell training to labor-based jobs and rigorous professions by visiting northcountrykettlebells.com. There you can also reach out with any questions or comments that you have pertaining to the training practice. You can follow me on Instagram at NC Kettlebells and on Facebook, North Country Kettlebells. And you can see more North Country Kettlebells videos by going on YouTube or Vimeo and searching North Country Kettlebells. As always, this is Mujib from North Country Kettlebells talking about applying kettlebell training to labor-based jobs and physically rigorous professions. Enjoy.